Perfectly
normal. Today we've got some, you got Haley with her official news segment, as...
The
oh,
official
yeah, hi. For
Haley
those who are listening for the
LaFontaine
first time... Okay.
news segment.
Oh, my God. Okay, so for the words. So anyway,
Got
for
this.
those of you who are listening for the first time, hi, my name is Haley LaFontaine, and that is my co-host.
Donut. Hi, I'm Donut.
Dawn Donut.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I'm gonna be carrying this episode. It's fine. My back hurts a little bit, but it's okay. Anyway.
I'll be helping. I got my carrying backpack on, okay? I'm just trying to find chat real quick so that I don't have to...
Oh, fair. We've got every week on the podcast we started off with a weekly news segment. But it's not any news segment. No. This is weird or just really funny things that I saw happen. Well, I didn't see happen.
Weird weekly news.
Weird weekly news that is kind of also
news.
Comedic. And let me tell you, there's been some good news last week.
Excellent. I have not seen any of these, by the way. This is my first time seeing or hearing.
I see the headlines.
You see, this time Haley
else.
found the news and picked what we were going to talk about, so I did nothing for this one. I did all of the work.
Yeah. I'm literally carrying this episode. It's fine. I don't have hair to flip, but just imagine that I flipped my hair. I don't have enough hair for that.
I'll flip it for you. Yeah. Flip mine.
That did nothing. I hate it. I hate it here. It's fine. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, Dawn did nothing. Also, everyone in live chat right now who is calling me Haley, what is it? Haley Fountain? Get out. Just actually leave. No, please don't. We need viewers.
Just the shut emoji.
Oh my God.
Shut.
It's better than what they were calling me before. So I'll take it. It's fine. So anyway, news. It just got worse again. Great. So everyone in the server the Discord server that we are currently recording in is calling me Haley LaFortnite, as they do. And
have you seen the meme where it's just a bunch of Spider-Man pointing at each other?
Yes.
And it's just different,
different
versions.
I saw the server meme. They literally, so we are currently recording live in the House of Fox Discord server. We record weekly on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. No. Midnight UTC. Yes, because then an hour ahead is like where London, England.
It depends on if it is...
Well, no, that is what it is right now. It depends on daylight savings.
Daylight savings, yeah.
Right now it's April, so. But we do record weekly.
I think these are going to be around all year, every year.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta tell people for the future, because somebody's listening to this right.
These are gonna be around forever.
Somebody's listening to this, and this right now is 5 years in the past, and they're gonna be like,
"Oh God,
how the fuck?"
Don't. Today is Sunday, April 24th, 2022. Are we still alive? We don't know. We're not in the future yet.
Does Dawn have a heart attack from drinking too much coffee?
That is actually very possible.
It is. I drink the double strength.
Why would you...
Double strength dark roast.
Why would you say that? Oh, that is a cursed message. So we are currently reading the live chat. CJ_X10.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Find out next time on...
This is a great episode so far.
Number 15, the podcast.
I'm really living my best life right now.
Definitely. You've got somebody that's not slept in 25 hours. And
it's fine. And isn't going to sleep for at least 2 more because we have a podcast to record.
2. We're talking...
Oh, God.
It's going to be a while.
Oh,
it's going to be a while.
I pray for your sanity. Anyway, CJ_X10 says, if you think you see something that isn't there, is that a hieroglyphic figment of your imagination? And I will end you. Okay? I will end you.
Somebody did the chef's kiss to it. Oh, Finn.
I hate it here. I hate it here. It's fine. So,
just gotta roll with it.
Basically, in the server, in the House of Vox Discord server, which is discord.gg/House of Vox, it's a fun time here. There are server memes, and there is a server meme that I found. It's the meme with all the Spider-Mans like pointing at each other, and they're all the same. But it's all the like different versions of what they think my last name is, or like the ones that they've created.
Just to spite, Axolotl said, just to spite both of you, I'll watch this episode during your funeral on March 21st, 12:30 p.m., 2054.
Oh, no.
I better live past 2054, goddammit. Axolotl, I will haunt your ass. I will haunt you.
And then Bill Swift said, keep going. She has the ability to warn you. Yes, I am mod. Hi.
Bill, what?
But I won't, because I'm nice, okay?
You're very nice. You're a nice person. That's why I like you. You're a nice person.
Thank you. Anyway, so the news.
We would not be friends if you were not a nice person. Yes, news.
Well,
yes.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate that. Okay, so first one. This one's a joy. This one's a real joy. Woman runs afoul of territorial goose in Florida parking lot. There is a YouTube video which I will link.
I can't play it, but
no, but I'll send it. It's hilarious.
And we can link it. Yeah, we can link it.
It's in chat. It's wonderful. Basically, a woman's tense encounter with a territorial goose was caught on camera in a Florida parking lot this week. Victoria Willard, who posted the video to TikTok, said she started recording the bird in the parking lot of the building where she works in Jacksonville after her supervisor reported the territorial bird had attacked him while he was walking to the building. Willard recorded as a woman apparently came too close to the goose's nest, causing the bird to attack and chase her. The woman dropped numerous items while fleeing the goose, but another driver pulled her vehicle in between the woman and the bird, allowing her to recover her belongings. Willard said in a follow-up video that the goose's egg has hatched and the gooseling has been seen wandering around the parking lot with its parents. Finally, now we can get to work safely each morning, Willard wrote in the video caption. The video is literally hilarious. That sentence made no sense. It's literally, you see the lady walking towards the building, stops, and then, like, goes to take a step and then runs the other way because the goose literally starts, like, flapping its wings and, like, chasing her. And, yeah, you know, these things, I'm not surprised that it's Florida at this point. Like, you know, only in Florida.
Canadian geese are the most evil thing to come out of Canada.
No, they're not. No,
they're the
aren't.
most evil thing to come out of Canada.
No, they're not.
They're awful.
They're not.
Have you not? I've been attacked by them so many times.
I have literally pet one.
I've pet one too. I've also been bitten by many of them for doing nothing.
I pet one. It was glorious. There was like a bunch of them, and they were not scared of me in the slightest. It was cute. They were adorable. So, you know. Also, Canada does have Putin, which is freaking amazing. Okay? Canada has great things.
Yeah, I said that they're the most evil thing to come out of Canada.
No.
Then what is the most evil thing to come out of Canada, huh? Canadian geese.
Beavers.
They're not Canadian beavers. They're North American
but
beavers.
they're in Canada.
We've got the same ones here. Wait, what
And
did the
beavers are
beavers do
evil.
to you? Did they dam up your river? They dammed up my river, but I actually appreciate it. It made it more tolerable to cross.
Oh my god.
So I think they're helpful.
No, they're not. Mosquitoes. I'll tell you, mosquitoes are the most evil things to come out of Canada. They are terrible here.
Yeah, they're
I
giant.
found out last year. Fun story. This is a quick one, I promise. So I have always every time I get bitten by mosquitoes, I itch ridiculously. I swell, all of these things. And so I thought that was just normal, and I just had bad mosquito bites. And then last year we went up north to see family, and the mosquitoes are particularly bad there, especially because it's kind of middle of nowhere in the woods. And I got basically eaten alive by mosquitoes, and I was like, yeah, I get really bad mosquito bites. And my mère, or grandmother,
Abuela.
she looked at me and she was like, oh, me too, I'm actually allergic to them. And she was like, see here, and they look identical to what I get.
You and Latte are
she was
both,
like, honey, you're allergic to mosquitoes.
You and
are
Latte
allergic.
are both allergic to mosquitoes.
Latte, I feel
you
your
share
pain.
a special
It's
bond.
awful. Yeah, no, mosquitoes are literally the spawns of Satan, because what do? They bring nothing to the environment. Oh, see, okay, I never been tested to be allergic, but I swell, they turn into welts, they bruise, and I have scars from them, and it's bad. Sometimes I even bleed. It's a whole thing. My feet basically won't fit inside my shoes if I get a bit around my feet or my ankles. I itch constantly. I literally it actually makes me give me headaches. I get dizzy. It's a whole thing.
It sounds yeah.
It's not fun. Mosquitoes suck, and they do. They literally suck your blood. But I mean, they suck as in they're awful. I hate mosquitoes. So that's how I found out I was allergic to mosquitoes. And here I was thinking that was normal for you to bleed or get welts from mosquito bites. They looked it literally looked like a spider bit me, but a massive spider. We legitimately thought they were spider bites.
Oh god.
And then I was like, but I didn't. Why do I have spider bites?
Yeah.
No, so it was mosquito bites, not spider bites. It was a fun time. Anyway, so that happened. It was a fun time. Anyway, so yeah, long story short, Canadian geese aren't the worst things to come out of Canada.
They are.
No, they're not.
But
mosquitoes are.
We'll just agree to disagree.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, but they're not Canadian mosquitoes. Okay. That's my point.
But they come from Canada. These ones are in Canada. No, they're in Canada, though, so they're technically Canadian.
Well, what about...
Okay, wait. How does one become Canadian? They're born there, right? Or they immigrate there.
They have the name Canadian in them.
So I'm not Canadian?
No, you're not Canadian, Haley, so... Well, yeah, actually, I guess you are. Yeah. You're Canadian Haley.
Oh, God, no, not another nickname. I have enough of those! Thank you very much. It's a fun time.
It's just,
yeah, I guess
having more... names is how you can tell something is important in a community. It's like with marijuana, it's marijuana, weed, schwack.
Definitely not.
Trees.
Absolutely not. No. I disagree.
Ganja.
Anyway, no.
Mota.
Okay, so
Yes.
Next news article,
Yes,
right?
yes.
This one, speaking on the topic of Canada and Canadians, this is such a Canadian thing, of course. World's largest hockey stick under attack by woodpeckers.
Oh no. Dear God.
Officials in a British Columbia town said they are looking into options for protecting the world's largest hockey stick from a pair of destructive woodpeckers. Residents of North Cowichan said they started to see a pair of northern flickers, a type of woodpecker protected by the British Columbia Wildlife Act, perching on the 61,000-pound hockey stick outside the Cowichan Community Center in early April. 61,000 pounds. Yeah,
my God.
It's massive.
Y'all still use...
Search up world's largest hockey stick. You'll see it. It's massive. One of the birds has been seen... One of the birds has been seen pecking holes in the stick, which bird experts said likely means the avian is building a nest. Community center staff plugged the first hole with steel wool, but the birds have removed it a few days later. The chair of the Cowichan, whatever, however you pronounce that, Valley Regional District, said a bucket truck will be brought in soon so officials can investigate the holes. Officials said the birds will be left alone for the season if they have established a nest, but if the nest is not yet completed, they will look into methods for urging the birds to consider a new location. So, that's... Oh, is that the conversion? 30.5 tons?
No,
that's 61,000 pounds?
Yeah. In imperial, it's an American ton.
Oh, I don't understand the difference. What's the difference? There's a Canadian ton and an American ton. Those are different.
TON and a TONNE.
Which one's Canadian?
I think you guys use pounds, so it's the ton.
Yeah. So what's the difference?
British one is stupid. And they measure it with stone. Yeah, metric and imperial tons.
I don't care.
Yes.
Anyway,
that's
I don't care enough. Anyway,
the imperial system is better.
You can imagine.
The imperial system is better.
61,000 pounds. That's a lot. It's heavy. So,
it is.
Yeah. So that's a fun one. It's so Canadian, so I felt like it was just fitting to segue into that one next, because we were on the topic of Canada.
Nice.
So that was a fun one. Yeah, no, it was great. And the last one, this one, I was confused, and now I love this. This is fucking amazing. Feline social media star with unusual eyes to serve as mayor of hell. Let me explain.
What? Wait,
explain.
Just repeat it real quick. What?
Feline social media star with unusual eyes to serve as mayor of hell. Let me explain.
Please do. What?
Oh, you're gonna love this, okay? A cat who became famous on social media for her unusually large eyes and feet is set to become the first non-human to serve a day as mayor of Hell, Michigan. There is a city in Michigan called Hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what they mean when they say we're going to hell? Hey, John, we're taking a field trip.
Let's go to hell, Haley.
Maybe it's a gay party. Let's go to because they're always like the gays are going to hell.
Gays are going. Okay, but why would you put it in Michigan though?
Yeah, why Michigan?
That's the real question.
It better not be to Detroit. Let's pray. Yeah, why Michigan? Like, why not? What's a better state? You know, like, why not something a little further south? Right? Like, why can't hell be like a nice... Isn't hell supposed to be warm, not cold?
Hell, Mexico. Boom. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Dude,
Yeah, we're gonna.
I'm gonna
found
be
a
able
city.
to. We're gonna be able to do a podcast. I'll be in Mexico.
Yeah, we
Okay,
have
but
our
what did I
23
do
minutes.
to? What did I do to stop
I don't know,
that?
man. I don't know. What did you do? Are we good?
Yes.
Done. We're okay. Okay. Stryker sent a picture of all the places called Hell. Hell, California, a ghost town in the U.S. Hell, Michigan, a community in the U.S. Hell, Grand Cayman, the Cayman Islands. Hell, Norway, a village in Shordal. Shordal? I don't know how to pronounce that. Nope, I give up. Hell Cave, a cave in Slovenia. Maybe we'll go to Hell Cave. Hell Creek near Jordan, Montana, U.S. No, boring.
Hell Cave.
So we have
Let's
like
go
California,
spelunking in hell.
Hell Cave.
Let's go spelunking in hell.
What is spelunking? The hell does that
Spelunking
mean?
is the act of cave diving. It's just going into caves. Going into caves.
Let's do it. We're gonna go to Hell Cave.
I'm so down.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. That sounds like a plan. Cool. So yeah. So I'm gonna read now what this actually is. The town of Hell, which offers anyone the chance to serve as mayor for one day for $100, agreed to allow Jinx the cat to become the town's first animal mayor. Jinx, who lives in California with owner Mia, has 735,000 followers on TikTok and 400,000 followers on Instagram. I made a joke on Twitter saying, imagine Jinx will run for president. I had also seen animal mayors before, and I had sent a tweet out asking how to make Jinx mayor, and someone mentioned Michigan and that you could pay to be mayor of Hell for a day. Mia told mlive.com. I don't know what that website is, but sure. Mia adopted Jinx 3 years ago after finding the kitten in her backyard. I rescued Jinx in 2018, and I wasn't even looking for a cat, Mia said. I came home early from a football game. I was supposed to be home much later. I heard meowing in my backyard and discovered her. She was super tiny, only about 3 weeks old. She soon noticed the cat was unusual. She had big eyes, and as she grew bigger, her eyes didn't get smaller, and I also noticed she had big feet. She doesn't have a condition, and the vet says she's healthy. She just has these birth defects. She's also not as agile as most cats and is a little clumsy. She only learned how to land on her feet a year ago. Oh my god, you need to see a picture of this cat. Hold up, you need to see a picture of this cat.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. We're gonna go to this cat picture.
Bill, I'm not Satan, but I can give you a ticket to hell.
Dawn, you need to look at this cat.
Send it.
So cute. That's the Instagram page. The cat is so big, dude. She's got big eyes. It's so cute.
Oh my.
She's got big eyes. She's got big beady eyes. She's so cute.
Big beady eyes.
She's got big beady eyes. It's so cute.
Some pictures are adorable. Others are nightmare fuel.
It's so cute. Jinx will be sworn in as mayor virtually on April 24th. That's today. She will serve as mayor for the day, ending with a call from Reverend Vaughn, the town's minister of hell, informing her of her impeachment. We love our in-person and distant mayors, Reverend Vaughn said. Our mayor of the day package is the perfect gift for those who are hard to buy for and or have everything. They get to have one hell of a fun day, and at the end of it, will receive the dreaded phone call to be impeached. That's actually amazing. I want to go to hell.
I want to be not only go to hell,
I want to be
but
the mayor
of hell. We should both
pay $100
and become
we could be
mayors.
Co-mayors.
I've got to go there though. I've got to go and sit in the mayor's office and be for a day
and take a picture.
Mayor of hell.
Oh my god, what if we pay $100 each? We'll be co-mayors and we'll we'll take a cool picture for the Instagram and everything. It would be like wonderful.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe okay. Hear me out. We'll both do it, but on
separate days.
Yeah, but like next to
subsequent days.
Yeah,
so
and
like
then
you get to be mayor for one
and
day.
I'll be your I'll be mayor, you'll be my vice mayor, and then you'll be mayor and I'll be your vice mayor.
And you'll be the vice mayor.
And then we can be the
or like advisor or whatever, like second in command.
Mayor
and that sounds
vice
wonderful.
mayor of hell.
Oh my god. Guys, we're going to rule hell together.
I'm down.
We're going to rule hell together.
The rulers of hell.
Dawn, it's like Damien from Monster Prom. Rule the 8th circle of hell. Except we just get to rule the whole thing.
Yeah, we're rulers of the 8th circle of hell.
I'm pinning that. Somebody said, like, somebody quoted me and saying, I want to go to hell, Haley 2022. I'm pinning that.
Well, Haley, we're both,
we're gonna rule hell.
We're both going to hell.
Yeah.
Anyways, but we might as well rule it, so.
Yeah, well, of course. You know, it definitely, like, it's a no-brainer, you know? It's a no-brainer. I don't know what to tell you, man. So, yes, so those are the weekly news topics. Thank you for coming to Haley's news segment.
Thank you, Haley.
I'm pinning that. Thanks, Don. Back to you.
All right.
Back to hell.
In the weather, we have... Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
You can't see out there. Never mind.
There's no green screen.
Fuck.
You're just pointing to places.
Hold on, let me get the green screen. Like... It's right there. It's right there.
Oh my God.
You know, my uncle's a weatherman, and he tells us when tornadoes are coming.
Is this a news channel or podcast? You know, at this point, who knows? This is chaos. Is what it is.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Okay, so on to today's actual topic for today. Now that order of business is all
we have topics.
Dunzo.
What? What? Why haven't I been putting them in the I'm sorry. All right, continue.
Okay, then. I'm gonna have a sip of water real quick.
The descriptions say nothing about these topics. Are you sure we have topics? Are you sure?
They're written in the Google Doc. We have literally, like,
we have a Google Doc. I'm just joking. Please don't execute me.
All over this.
No.
And my monster manual.
This isn't.
We're gonna get into
laugh or die. Laugh and die.
Laugh or die.
Laugh or die. Don forgetting the script. Dude, I forget the script every day. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
And we keep reading each other's parts in the script. It happens, dude.
Yeah, we're not, guys, we're not actors or anything. It's not like we're actors.
It's not scripted, I swear.
Totally not.
If it was, this is a bad script.
Yeah, who the hell wrote this? The teleprompter is pranking us.
Who wrote this shit?
It's just us. Anyway, so today, right, we're going to talk about something that I love very much, and I think Dawn loves very much, but not as much as me, because this is, like, more than a hyperfixation. This is a special interest at this point.
Addiction. Oh, yeah. Special interest, yeah.
What did you just call it, Don?
Nothing. It's not an addiction.
Like my gambling addiction isn't an addiction because I don't gamble.
No, that one's an addiction, Haley.
God!
You have a problem.
Dust literally said, before I said that, and I didn't see it, Haley finally gonna talk about her gambling addiction. I don't have a gambling addiction. It was one time.
It was one time.
It was one time.
All
don't
right,
have a gambling
Haley.
addiction. Okay, it was one time.
The reason
we have
I didn't
an inflation bot. We have a bank in the server. We have a digital bank. I gambled for like 1 hour, and apparently that turned it into a gambling addiction.
You were so focused, it was just funny. I had to say it.
I hate it
I had
here.
to say it.
I hate it here. Shut!
I'm sorry, okay?
I feel attacked. John, you can finish the rest of the podcast by yourself.
I can't. It would literally end if you left.
Why?
There would be no more podcast.
You don't need me that much.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
No.
What am I gonna
like
talk to this thing?
This podcast. Yeah.
No, I gotta talk to you.
Do you not do it for YouTube?
No, well, kind of, yeah. But it's much harder, and I've got to.
YouTubers are supposed to do.
See, what would end up happening is I would record for 12 hours, just me talking, and then cut it down to an hour, 1 hour, and it would be okay.
It's a lot of footage.
That's what I do currently for YouTube. I've got one. I'm trying to make like 4 videos out of 48 hours worth of footage, and it hurts. It's painful. And that's just the good stuff that I've like. I only recorded parts that I was like, oh, this could be good.
Anyway, today's episode, the actual topic, the main
is
topic
brought
for
to
this
you
episode,
by Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. No, why? No,
Wait,
they're not sponsoring us.
Oh.
They need to sponsor us, though. Please sponsor
Shit.
me. I would cry if you sponsored me. Damn it. I would cry. I have so much stuff here. So yeah, we're going to talk about D&D.
How could D&D? Raid Shadow
We played Dungeons and Dragons. Tell me who that's from, Don. We played Dungeons and Dragons. And they, like, in the intro. Come on. Do you not watch the intros?
I skipped 13
You're on the
minutes
9th
in.
episode.
Every single one of them so that I don't have to watch the ads.
Why don't you? Why not? It's literally gold. He literally started the first episode with a really shitty Broadway musical.
I know. I skipped the entire thing.
Why?
I skip until I see the Dungeons and Dragons logo pop up, and then or a Critical Role logo pop up, and then I play from there.
I hate it here. Why would you do that? I watch every single.
Because
no, the ads are gold.
Because it's 13
it's
minutes.
Gold. But it's so good. Also, the intro cinematic is amazing, dude.
I do watch the intro cinematic, which I found out that they had an intro cinematic 1 episode ago because I skip all of the ads. I skip until
you disappoint
until Mercer says, all right, and now we're.
No. I hate it. I hate it here. No.
Haley, you asked me to catch up,
but also watch the ads because the ads are amazing. Every time.
If I watched
Sam Riegel is an absolute angel.
I would still be what is 13 times. Okay, I would still be 130 minutes
13 times
behind.
Wait, 13 times 8?
10.
Is that what you're looking for?
10. I was asking, and it's 130. Yeah, no, I instantly.
Yeah. That's 2 hours, bro. That's like
I
half
would be
of an episode.
2 hours behind.
So it's fine. You'll get there.
I have an addiction to escape from Tarkov,
and I'm still on episode 20.
How am I supposed?
I don't care, Don.
How am I supposed to feed
ads.
my addictions if I'm watching ads?
Freaking ads.
All right.
Like at the beginning.
All right, I'll go back and watch all the ads. I'll spend 2 hours watching all the ads.
Yes.
Bill, I don't sleep either. That's what.
Okay. So.
All right. I'll watch all the ads.
Dungeons and Dragons. So Don and I love D&D. Yeah. I got into D&D a few years ago. It is now like one of my favorite things to do. I have way too many dice, including way too many graveyard dice. Don't know if I've showed the podcast my dice yet, so we're going to start with the cool metal ones. These are the most recent ones I've gotten. These are beautiful.
They are. They're very lovely.
Actually, I need to move them in front of the camera more. There we go. So these
they're going in 5 frames a second.
Great. I'm so happy to hear it.
3 frame. Okay,
Stabilized.
they're back.
Cool. So, yeah, I got dice. It's a cool thing. We got the D20 and the D12 there. They've got skulls on the outside. The reason I got these ones, they looked like crowned jewels that like a rogue or a thief would steal. And I was like,
they do look cool.
They're mine now, as said by a true dice goblin. I also have I've got these ones.
Nice.
I need to put
and those are metal
there.
Right?
These are metal,
yeah.
yes.
They're
beautiful. They've got like a little bit of sparkle on the blue. Like you might be able to see, like right there in the light, you might be able to see a little bit of the sparkle on the sides there. They're gorgeous. Are those metal?
No, I do not have metal dice.
Okay, Dawn, you need to invest in some metal dice.
God, I know. I stole these from my brother, though.
Better. I'm not even going to ask. I've also got mini metal dice. So these ones. They're
miniature?
I'm going to show you a size comparison.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'll give you a size comparison.
Look at me. I'm just
the
blobs.
normal D20 versus the mini.
It needs to be even more mini.
Smaller.
I want...
Honestly, I don't think that would work, though, because you wouldn't be able to fit the numbers.
I want all of my dice to be this size. This is a regular D6. This is my mini D6.
Yeah, they're adorable.
Look at that. It is a quarter, if not less,
and then
the size.
These are ones that are not banished to the graveyard. Actually,
see, this is why I call it an addiction. Even Jesper was calling it an addiction.
Okay, shut it. It's not an addiction. Shout out to Jesper, though. You're cool.
Jesper is pretty cool. Or maybe it was the other
Greeble. Yeah, my friend. Yeah. Yes, it's a problem. No, it was Jesper, because Jesper has heard me talk about my dice probably more times than I can count. So these are all the ones that haven't gone to the graveyard.
Nice.
There's a couple hundred dice in here.
Oh, by the way, Haley, I've started rolling dice for everything. I was like, how is me staying up going to work out? And I rolled a 17 and I was like, good enough, I'm staying up.
See,
it's working out fine so far.
Listen, okay, when in doubt, roll a d20. Like, literally, if you have two options, odds, even numbers, right?
Okay, we can't play rollies right now. We will get into it.
Wait, yes, we can.
Okay,
no,
one.
No.
One.
What are we fighting? What are we fighting for here? What's the bargain?
Highest. Wow.
No, I know how to play rollies, but like, what do I get if I win?
Oh dear God! There's stakes. This is Haley's gambling addiction talk.
I hate it here. Okay, wait. Whoever wins gets to do the outro.
Okay. All right.
Okay, ready? And it's gonna be best 2 out of. Wait, do we do best 2 out of 3 or best 3 out of 5?
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Okay.
I do like 5, but best 2 out of 3. All right.
Okay.
7.
10.
God damn it.
I thought I wasn't gonna get that. Okay. Ready?
17.
1.
Oh God.
That's a natural 1.
Tiebreaker. The tiebreaker.
Ready?
18.
That's a natural 20.
Damn. All right. From a 1 to a 20. All right. You do the outro then.
20. Well, not yet. We still got like an hour left of the podcast.
Nope.
That's
Do it now.
No,
I'm just. Yeah.
Yeah, we're ending the podcast.
We're ending the podcast. Now. I lost.
Yeah. I'm
furious.
Listen, my luck. No. Axolotl asked, "How the hell is your luck like that?" Let me answer real quick. Graveyard dice are in the graveyard for a reason.
It's true.
These are not in the graveyard, also for a reason. Okay. When a dice rolls too many natural ones when it counts, it gets banished to the graveyard. I am currently looking for like casings for each of my dice sets that are in the graveyard. No. Dust says, listen, this graveyard is where everyone goes who exposes Haley's gambling addiction. I don't have a gambling addiction. God damn it. I hate it here. I don't have a gambling addiction. Damn.
Yo, what up, Cat Books?
Oh, wait, Cat Books isn't in here. Cat Books isn't in here. Hold up. God.
Spitting hot fire.
Anyway, so yeah.
So.
Don. Okay.
Yes.
Fun thing real quick. What is your favorite character that you've played in D&D?
My God.
And why?
My favorite character that I've played. So we were in a very high fantasy. This is a recent one.
Okay.
The one that I've had the most fun with. Just because I'm playing with people. It's probably because I'm playing with people who are actually serious about it now. Previously, I've played with a bunch of people who were very wishy-washy about it. Sometimes we would play, like, other times
gimmicky.
we would just sit there and like goof off and do stuff. But yeah, so I was playing this character where we all got sucked into this area together. We all got teleported from various realms and universes. And it was very, very high fantasy. I was playing the lowest of low fantasy rangers.
What did you play as?
A ranger.
Oh.
Yeah, a human ranger.
Human ranger.
Like lowest of low fantasy.
Low fantasy.
Like yeah.
Just an archer.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Exactly. No
Basically.
No cantrips, nothing. Like bow, dagger.
Well, rangers
that's
have
it.
a little bit. Rangers have some magic though.
Well, yeah. But not in extremely low fantasy worlds.
No.
so he was a ranger that has no magical abilities, comes from a world of no magic, and he gets teleported into a realm that has fae, all sorts of fae creatures and dragonborn and all sorts of stuff, and he's so he's teleported out of the tavern while he was drinking, and so he gets teleported into this room, falls on his ass, and he's just sloshed with a mug of beer, and he's like, what the hell is happening? Surrounded by all of these creatures, not one of them is human. But yeah, that was my favorite. Just the contrasting, and it turned out very funny.
Okay, wait, what was your character's backstory now? Because I want to know. Like, what was their deal? What was your character's name? What was your character's name?
God, here, hold on, I don't even remember right now. I always pick extravagant names.
I would expect nothing less from you. I expect nothing less.
Wait, what is the
D&D Beyond?
Yeah, D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
D&D. Send me notifications. Do not allow. Characters. It was Ferethine Oh no, wait. It was Jathul Lazarius. Jathul.
I'm not even gonna ask how you spell that. Is it JA'Athul?
You're close. JATHUL apostrophe.
The apostrophe's at the end?
Yeah. Yeah, just think about it.
Okay.
Anyway,
wait, what was your character's last name?
Lazarius.
Lazarius. Okay. As in L-E or L-A?
L-E. L-E.
Okay. L-E Zarius.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Thanks. I'm good at spelling things.
Indeed.
It's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Jathul Lazarius.
mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one that I'm currently so my favorite is the one I'm currently playing.
I'm so excited for this next one, by the way. I have a character
the one
that
I'm
is yeah. I've been planning him out and trying to get the backstory.
I need your
down.
backstory so I can DM.
Definitely.
Okay,
I need to write it down because it's all in my head right now.
Yes, write
but
it
I need
down.
to, yeah.
But I need it written. So I am planning a one shot for I'm gonna DM. Dawn's gonna play. We're gonna have Catbooks, who was on our very first episode, play. We're gonna have some people play with us, like some other mods in HOV, and Hunter and Will are gonna play. Hopefully, if we can figure out. But I mean, it's gonna take more time. So. Yeah, so I'm planning a one shot for that. So stay tuned.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're probably not gonna film it. But maybe in the future, if we like kind of the vibe, we can absolutely record it.
Probably going to record. I've asked everybody else if it's all right. I thought I asked you if it's okay.
Okay.
But I mean,
okay, I'm down. I'm down for you to record.
And it's not like it's gonna be live.
Really long and. No, it's just going to be really long and droning because they don't know how to play. That's why I was like, maybe not record the first one.
Fair enough.
Because I still got to teach a lot of them how to play and the functions of the game, which was why I was like, let's do this as kind of like a dummy round one shot, and then we can like record once they know how to play.
Pretty easy. I mean,
it is, but you have to explain where to look for stats and all that stuff, especially if they've never played a tabletop RPG.
D&D Beyond makes it very easy with the character sheets
really
and everything.
Wizards of the Coast, please sponsor us.
Please.
My favorite character that I've played is the one that I'm currently playing, because I've gotten better at like character planning and making it a little more challenging for myself as an actor, because I very much get into like role playing and I want to be invested.
My favorite part is the role play.
It's so good.
That's
it's
my
amazing.
favorite part about
Wheatley,
Critical Role.
Why? My God.
Is that they mostly, like most of what they're doing is just role playing, and then they do a little bit of combat, like once an episode, once every 4 hours per. Thing,
because combat lasts long, but then you have like time to discover your characters and to like learn about them, and it's just like I think that's the beauty of D&D. So like I either like a good 50-50 combat roleplay or a more roleplay heavy game because combat lasts so long. But I also love the beauty of combat. Like I like to play martial classes because I think there's so much like I think it's so interesting to be able to like harness energy that isn't necessarily magic and like do so much damage without even like with just like, for example, like a monk, you literally are using your own like power to like have this extra strength and do all of this damage and things like that. My current character is a monk, Way of the Cobalt Soul.
Nice.
I love it. So she's a Kalishtar. Her name is Ilara Truthbringer. I don't think I've mentioned her last name even in the campaign yet. I don't think her last name has come up yet, but her last name is Truthbringer. For all good reason, but that has to do with her backstory, which I'm not going to say because we're still in the campaign and they have not discovered her full backstory. Because there is a lot going on with her. What I will say is what has been revealed so far. Basically, she's a Kalishtar monk. Kalishtar are essentially humans who have like spirits that are tied to the dream plane. So they're like cool little dream people. They don't when they sleep, they don't dream because their spirit is already there. Like so they have kind of like an additional soul or spirit attached to them. But it doesn't affect them like otherwise, really. They have really good like psychic abilities or things like that. They're very in tune with that stuff.
Indeed.
It's very cool. And so Way of the Cobalt Soul allows, like, her background is an investigator, so she's got, like, these things that allow her to, like, she's very wisdom heavy, obviously, because you gotta be Dex Wisdom. We're level 7 right now, so it's great, but
you were at 2 frames, by the way,
Wave
but
the
it's
Cobalt
okay
Soul.
because
Oh,
your voice is fine. Your voice is perfectly coming through. Yeah. No, actually, it's running fine now.
Okay. So, but Way of the Cobalt Soul, if you don't know, allows you to do things like extort truth, extract aspects and things like that. So it's really good for, like, interrogation purposes, like, because you can literally, like, the way extort truth works is, let me pull it up, because I have it on my character sheet. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 key point and force it to make a charisma saving throw. For those of y'all who don't know what that means, key points, monks are essentially, their power comes from this pool of key points that's based off of their level. So right now I have 7 key points because I'm 7th level. The key is, like, kind of like their inner power from being a monk, having either some of them go to, like, temples and they, like, they worship this, like, religion and everything like that. She's more her kind of worship comes more from her people as Kalishtar, and so it manifests a little bit differently for her. Mechanically, though, it's basically the same. And so the key is kind of like your inner, like, meditative power, like, that you've kind of manifested over the years as training as a monk. And so essentially she, Way of the Cobalt Soul, which is the subclass, she's very, like, intuitive and into that, like, very psychic. And it makes sense because as a dream person, we get into, like, the minds of people. So she's able to, like, telepathically communicate with some people. Kind of like it's on a bit like Imogen, except not sorcerer, not, like, super arcane. Like a martial Imogen with some similar things. But she has this ability called Extort Truth, where if you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 key point and force it to make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is unable to speak a deliberate lie, and all charisma checks directed at it are made with advantage for up to 10 minutes. It can be imposed on the creature without dealing damage to it. So if you just want to interrogate someone without hurting them, you can absolutely do that as long as they fail their saving throw, because, yeah, so she's able to do that, very, very wise person, and I'm really falling in love with her as a character. She, so the campaign, I joined a little late because, our friend, they had, like, 3 people drop out, like, last minute, and so they were like, you want in? And I was like, sure. And so we started playing, and I joined a little late. Basically, we joined, I joined this brigade. My character was sent by higher ups to kind of investigate because there was a little supposedly suspicious things going on. Yeah. So I was sent to investigate, and then as we're going on I'm going on the first mission with them to see how they perform, but I'm kind of like double agenting in a way, but not really. It's not. I'm just kind of sent in as, like, an overseer, but they don't know that. That's the thing. So It was kind of, like, hidden from them. And so we got totally ambushed by, like, as we're entering the village that we're supposed to go and, do our thing. This person, he seemed particularly evil. He tried to get in my mind. And of course, because I have advantage on those saving throws against that, because I'm used to, like, the whole telepathy thing, people trying to get in my mind, so I'm able to fight against it more.
Yeah.
And so I fight it off, but then we get, ambushed by giants. Specifically frost giants.
Oh, God.
And Tanarooks. the Tannerooks weren't so bad, but the Frost Giants were. And so it was
I'm unfamiliar with
time.
Tannerooks. Is it in your binder? You have...
No. They might be... Hold up. They might be a homebrew.
Oh, okay.
But it is a monster called the Tannerook.
Not Loki's brothers. Not the Frost Giants.
Nope. I believe it is. So the Frost Giants, yeah, they ambushed us. It was a whole thing. One of them, they didn't really want to be there because one of them was being threatened by, what I kind of gauged was one of them was being threatened that, hey, if you don't do this for me, if you don't work for me, your family's gonna die kind of thing. So the Frost Giant, we freed him, saved him, he saved us, kind of, yay. And then we got dropped into, once we fell asleep, we were left vulnerable. I mean, he invaded my mind. And that's where some of the backstory comes in. So, Ilara has never met her father. She grew up with her mother. You know, her mother had fled from her father, and she grew up in the capital city, Rissia, with her mom. And her mom had always said, never go looking for your father. He's a bad person. Claimed all of these things that were, she's now learning, weren't entirely true.
It happens all
her mother was a ranger, so
that's a story that I've heard IRL many times.
Yeah. And so she then the city was invaded by a bunch of mind flayers, and her mom went missing. Her mom literally bided time for her to run, and her mom went missing. And so she was looking for her, trying to find an answer to see if she was alive or if anybody knew where she was or anything like that. But instead, she gets her mind invaded by this guy Hrothgar, who we met, who sent the Frost Giants and his little minions.
He sent the Frost
to go
Giants.
fight us.
He's not a Frost
Giant.
Giant.
He sent them to... No, he sent his minions to go and kill us.
Is he a mind flayer?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
We don't actually know what... Actually, we know kind of what he is, but not quite. So he invaded my mind. We were all given nightmares, apparently, over the night, but we didn't know that. We had to, obviously reveal as our characters to each other, because otherwise, each other's characters wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But essentially what happened is... it was awful. I get sent into I remember nothing. I woke up in my house with my mother, but I was older. I was the current age, same age. I wasn't young again. It was present time, but I was in the house with my mother, and it was a really weird thing, but I didn't remember anything, so it was nothing's really off. But there was a few different things, the holy symbol from her mother being a ranger and things like that. And then it all dropped, and I found out it was a dream, and he's like, hey, wouldn't this be wonderful? And tries to propose a deal that I work with him, because he claims to want all this shit. And peace and whatever, by basically destroying humanity.
So the Thanos take.
Basically. But not. It's a little different.
But even more so. Not instead of half of everyone.
No. Just wants to reset the world, basically. And so then he was like, well, I have something that might sway your interest. And boom! Her father shows up. She doesn't even know it's her father because she's never seen him.
Yeah.
But then he's he didn't know what was happening, clearly, because shock was written all over his face. And he was it was this whole meeting thing. She, I had to think in my head. It was weird because when you're playing as a character, you have to think how your character would think, not how you think, right? And I was knowing what she knows about her father, based on what her mother told her, she's gonna hate this guy.
Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
So, he's literally like crying, and he's like saying, I've been waiting for you. Your mother wouldn't let me see you. He tries to put his hand on her hand. She shrugs it off and turns away and glares at him with the most disgusting look.
Yeah.
And I, like, in my head, I'm like, this is so what? And because like I'm like, what the hell is happening right now? This is ridiculous. But in character, I'm like, smooth, calm, stone face, like, no, I'm not having any of this. And I shrug off, and then he leaves my mind. And then I wake up, and one of our party members was incinerated.
Oh, God.
And then brought back.
Oh.
But that's a whole other thing. So then...
It is a whole other thing.
So basically Thanos, but like, Anyway, so then... No, it was an NPC party member, not one of our...
Okay.
Who got incinerated.
I was going to say,
But
geez.
he came back to life, so he's okay. He's okay. He got incinerated. He came back to life. Thank God. It was a whole thing. I promise. It was... So then we go trekking. We're like, we need to go to the capital, figure out what's going on, and reroute, right?
Yeah.
So we're at the capital. This part's... I love this. So her being angry with what she's found out, she's kind of in, like... slow festering rage kind of moment, resentment for her mother, because she's like, is she lying? Like, is what I was told not true? Like, what?
Which...
Like, and what do I do? Like, maybe what if he's not a bad guy? Like, what if Hrothgar is like not as bad as as it sounds right now? Like, what is going on? This internal like turmoil.
D&D is what gave me trust issues.
Yeah, literally. And so they're at the gate. The guards are like, no, we can't let you in yet. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to convince them to let her in, Ilara just starts punching the wall for a straight 2 hours. I got 2 points of exhaustion for it. But I broke a dent in the wall. And everyone was scared of me. Like, all of the guards were terrified, would not look at me. They, like, backed away. They were like, we're not... You just punch a hole in these... These are, like, 20-foot walls.
Yeah.
Made of steel. And not thin steel. Thick, like, foot-wide steel. Like, foot-thick steel. And I... punched through it to the point where I could get us through. Little did we know they were already getting the captain. So it was basically useless. But hey, so I scared everyone. Through. That was cool. That was like and the intimidation check. I rolled. I think I might have rolled a nat 20. It was either that or it was like an natural 18 or 19 on intimidation. So everyone like. One of the guards legitimately, like, our DM was like, one of the guards you just see literally just pisses himself. You just, like, blatantly just outright see that. And then runs away.
Yeah. Stryker just posted the...
Yeah. Yep.
GIF.
Yep. That's basically what happened. For 2 hours straight. And it was wonderful. And so she... was... God.
Star Platinum.
So then, like, this whole thing happens. They make it into, like, the castle.
Yeah.
They have a whole conversation. One of the characters sees their father. It's the whole thing. And then, surprise, an army's coming.
Yep.
It's Hrothgar's people. The guy who went into my mind and, like, made me meet my father and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's fine, right? And so I like I think I killed like 4 goblins in one swoop.
Yeah.
It was a fucking time, man. But they all split up into different parts of the city. And then Hrothgar appears. We find out he's basically a god.
That's always fun. That's always fun.
It's great. So we're either fighting or working with the god. We'll get to that in a sec. Essentially, then, like, he makes himself all big. He uses his power to like make himself super big and like intimidate everyone. Whatever. It doesn't really work, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You guys need to listen to me." Like, da 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 da. And then we go in and have a conversation with him. We're like, "What the hell is going on?" They all see the general. Turns out, by the way, my father is his general. So just to make family matters worse, it's great. Like, that's Alara's father is the general. It's a freaking God. And so he's there. He immediately like tracks her across the room. She glares at him and then looks away and does not look back at him. And if she glances up, actually, no, I remember this happening. She's standing like kind of beside him, like 5 feet away or so. She flips him off and then goes back into the conversation with the other guy.
Oh, shit.
And it was fucking hilarious. Everybody's like, "What the hell is going on?" And it's like, "Yeah, that's my father." Cool. This is great. And then everyone leaves, and then I stay to talk. It was a whole conversation. I stayed to talk with Rothgar because I was like, "Do you know anything about my mother?" Because he made some allusions to like knowing things about my mother and her whereabouts.
Mm-hmm. I'm about
and
to
I
piss
discover.
My pants. Yeah. What are you about to? Before it'll just take a second.
Fine. I find out that my mother is dead, and 3 people who we were supposed to trust killed her.
What? She didn't get killed by the mind flayers?
Come back. We'll talk about this in a second.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, we're back. So basically, I stay because I'm like, "What do you know about my mother? Like, what's going on here?" And he's like, "I don't think you want to." I was like, and she's very, when she wants something, she's gonna get it. Like, she's gonna demand for it. Like, she's very, almost to a fault. She's very, like, it can make her come off very, like, controlling and very, like, demanding, but not in a good way, you know? Like, that's kind of, like, there's a flaw in it. Don, you're listening?
No. Right. Give me 1 second.
Okay. God.
Sorry, I had to type this in or else I won't remember.
It's fine.
Okay, we're good. So, yes.
Okay. So, basically, right? So he was like, "I don't think you want to know what happened to your mother." And she's like, "Tell me," like, literally blatantly demands, like, aggressively. Like, so it's a good thing and a flaw. Like, you know, yeah. It's to the point where it is a bit of a flaw for her. And she's working on it, but, like, you know, it's just kind of in her nature. Where if she wants something, she will tear the world apart to get it.
Yeah.
And that's where it becomes a problem, right? Like, she will literally go to the ends of the earth, literally, and tear it apart if she has to. Like, anybody who stands in her way, gone. So that's, like, kind of her flaw, and, well, one of her flaws. She's very flawed. She's not a perfect person, which is normal. Nobody's perfect. And so she, like, demands, like, "No, you need to tell me right now. Like, I deserve to know this," which she's right, but she was also very aggressive about it. And so he finally tells her, so when the mind flayers invaded, your mother was killed minutes after you escaped, and she was killed by 3 people, and gave me the names of a lieutenant, a corporal, and a general who were supposed to be working on our side for the Foundation.
But they teamed up with the mind flayers, or?
No, they didn't necessarily. Well, I don't know that yet. I don't think so. Think it was something else, but I don't know.
I see.
I'm still learning about her backstory because this campaign is still in progress.
Fair.
And so, essentially, I get gifted a dagger. Oh yeah, and my father literally ends up in tears and then vomits on the floor from hearing about what happened to her because there were details about how she was brutally killed. It was great. Because again, Ilara demanded for everything, to know everything, and so he gave her that, and that was a time. And that was the session that I cried because I heard about this, and like me in character was feeling every single emotion that was going, and hearing every thought that went through her head, feeling every single emotion. It was like, oh, it's a lot. And so she gets gifted a dagger. It's a homebrew. It's a grudge knife. So you can, it's got you can swear it, like swear vengeance against against people, and anybody, as long as any of their family lives, or any of they live, or any of their family lives, that dagger has like special abilities towards them. So she's gonna kill them with that dagger. It's great. She's like, I'm gonna hunt these people down. Like, you already know they are dead.
Yeah.
Like, they are going to die. That is, she's going to do. She's gonna get revenge for exactly what happened to her mother, and so it's like a whole thing.
Fair, as I would do.
Very exciting. Yeah, so that's what she's gonna do, and I know that, like, she's a very interesting character. And so then, right after that, we leave, and I find out. Well, as I'm about to leave, I find out one of the little gnomes, the one that got incinerated from our party and then came back to life, was hiding behind my leg the entire time. I rolled really low on perception. It was really funny. And so he hugged my leg and he was like, "It's gonna be okay." And so, no, she's not gonna become vengeance, but she's gonna get vengeance. And so
they're equating.
I mean, there was
equating her to Marvel's or
basically
DC superheroes.
Yeah, I think so.
It could be either.
Essentially, though, right? So then they leave and they start heading back to report on what the hell just happened. And they go outside of the city. They take a portal, and they end up in a room. So this is what happened last session, and I am very much, oh God, my head's still reeling from what happened last week. So, Don.
Yes.
Don, get this.
Yeah.
Right? They get put into a room, and there's the person we're reporting to. And then, so his name's Quintus.
Yeah.
And then the lieutenant and the corporal, 2 of the 3 people that killed her mother, are sitting there.
Yeah. Did she just lunge?
Oh, no, she wanted to, but she tried to. But before she could do anything or even move, the walls got lifted up. There was a bunch, people were just pointing things at them, and they were like, "We got to make sure your minds weren't tampered with." And so wizards cast spells on us, whatever. The rest of them, leave the room except for me and one of my fellow party members, player character. So we're in the room, and we get asked a few questions, and then I find out, right, it's not Quintus, it's the third person who killed my mother. And it was all a disguise, and a trick to mess with our minds. Then I receive a message. On the other end, the ones who left, they remember walking through the portal and seeing Quintus. They don't remember anything about what just happened.
Yeah.
Their minds were tampered with, and they started to realize that one of them sent me a message, and I sent back, because there's verbal somatic elements. I had to do a kind of sleight of hand to make sure that they didn't hear what I was saying or like really know what I was doing. So I sent the message back, and I said you only have 25 words with message, so I had to choose my words carefully. I messed up on like 3 of the words, and it was really bad. And then they leave. As I lunged for him, I was like, I'm lunging for him. I'm gonna stab him. Like, that's it.
It's happening.
And as I go
now.
to do that, they disappear, and I forget anything that just happened. But I still feel the rage. Like, I still feel all the emotions, and I remember the message, but I can't remember what it was for, because they didn't know that I was sending a message or what was, like, what I sent back.
Yeah.
So they can't tamper with what they don't know. And so I remember the message, but I was also very confused because now I don't remember what the hell just happened. All I remember is I'm holding a knife in my hands, and it's like it's like resting on the table, and my memory is altered, and I'm just confused as to what happened.
And they're all gone.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
Then because I sent the message back for them to run where we were, we came in the room, whatever. I interrogated Quentis, and I was like, what's happening? Because in the message I sent, I said, Quentis, not Quentis. Like, as in, Quentis isn't Quentis. And I was like, okay, I'm going to extort truth and, use my abilities to make him make a saving throw. And if he fails, he can't tell a deliberate lie. So then, did that. And then I did a little thing because he couldn't really talk about why what was going on with him. So telepathy, ha 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 ha. I used telepathy. I figured things out. Yeah. It's great. Then we're like, okay, all of our minds are tampered. We need to get this figured out. We go to a private room where nobody can hear us or listen in, because if we're going to talk aloud and I'm going to relate this to everyone, I can't just relay it 7 times over in everybody's heads.
Right.
I mean, I could.
But it would take so
so it'd take forever. So we go into a room, whatever, our minds get not tampered with, so we remember everything again. And then I am burning with rage. And then we realize, ha 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 ha, maybe Rogar's not the bad guy. So the guy we thought was the villain might not be the villain. And it might be the people we were working for.
I hate it when that happens.
It's an emotional roller coaster.
It's happened to me,
say the least,
a couple times. You think you're the good guy, and then it turns out
you're working for
sob.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah, no, it was treacherous. And so that was like what happened last week. And so now we play on Wednesdays. So I'm very excited because we're going to be playing this week, and I'm going to be able to figure out where the hell to go from here. So now I have a father who I had never met and currently hate and resent for so many reasons, one of them being, ha ha ha, you let my mother leave you, but also, from what I know, you're an abusive motherfucker. So, and so essentially, yeah, so she learns all of those things, and then now he's the general of the person that we thought was the villain that might not be the villain anymore, and it's a whole thing. So, she's my favorite character so far.
Absolutely.
And not because it's like like a tragic backstory, whatever the hell. Like, obviously it's tragic. Every hero has their tragic backstory, whatever. I don't think of her as a hero. I think of her as a person. Because that's, yeah. Bill Swift said, it's a whole thing, Haley LaFontaine, compared to a half thing.
Yes.
I like that. That's great. That's good. Yeah,
compared
to a half thing, it's a whole thing. And so, but yeah, so it was a thing, and it's very cool. But all that to say, I love D&D, and D&D is really fun, and I enjoy playing characters and exploring worlds, and it's like, ugh, God. Also,
I love D&D.
Dawn, if you think that was a roller coaster, wait till you see like a condensed version of that. That's gonna be the one shot.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's gonna be worse than that. More emotional roller coaster, but like not. You know.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Oh, I'm so excited to like actually get to play it eventually whenever. I still got to do so much work, but again, I'm also like working 2 jobs now. Oh yeah, I have 2 jobs now.
Yes.
Which you know, but I didn't set it on the podcast yet.
Indeed,
so,
yeah.
But there's a lot of work in progress, things like that. I am writing many things.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I have like a cool dice tower too. I've got like the source books that I have currently, I'm working on collecting more. I'm also getting Call of the Netherdeep Monsters of the Multiverse, and I have pre-ordered the Spelljammers trilogy, like 3-box set that they just announced.
I see.
Did you not hear?
I have no
Spelljammers
idea.
is basically space.
Space!
Space! Space!
I like space. Space.
Space. Space. Space.
Space. Space.
Space.
Space.
Space. Space.
Wanna go to space?
Space.
Going to space.
Space.
I'm gonna go to space.
I'm in
I'm in
space.
space.
I'm in space.
Space.
I'm in space.
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 I fucking
Space.
love the space core.
Space. Space. Space.
I'm in space.
Space. Space.
Space is big.
I'm in space.
So much space.
I'm in space. I'm in space. I'm in space. So much space. I didn't see it all. So much space. So much space.
So,
I am in space.
That leads into...
Anyway.
Okay, I want to talk about it, but I don't because I'm making a fucking show out of it, and like, I can't tell.
Wait.
I can't.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to tell me later, but tell me what you can right now.
My brother's been writing a D&D campaign for like 5 years, 7 years or something, and it's
take forever.
Really awesome. And he was I like, whenever he told me about it, I was like, well, this needs to be a show. It can't just be a D&D campaign. He was like, oh my god. And so we've been writing this show together. It's set in a universe where there is a bunch of crazy stuff. We're traveling through space. It's wild. It's really wild. Space adventure craziness with wizards and magic and and all sorts of craziness that
you gotta tell me about
you.
this.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it.
And also, I want to audition.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like that sounds.
It's live action.
I appreciate that.
It's live action.
Yes, I love it. Cool. Sign me up.
Let's do it.
I mean, the writing's gonna take a few more years, so by then we might actually be in California.
It might. It might not take as long as you think. He's got a lot written out, and like we've just like.
Yeah, but have you turned it into a script?
Pretty well, not entirely. We're still working on characters, but then scripts go fast once you've got all that planning done. Like,
that's true. Yeah, scripts get written relatively fast. You just gotta have the entire like
characters built out
arc.
And like
yeah
story arcs figured out, like pretty much. It was just we figured out what we wanted to happen in the story. We just had to have characters to put into those situations.
That. And that would drive the kind of outcome and the desired.
Well, that's the best thing about doing a D&D campaign. You can stick any characters in there, and it's just and with his it's very well written, and so it works with any of them.
You know what you should do to decide what direction the characters take? You should roll.
I was thinking
for
about
the
that.
decisions. Or to see, like, you know, it's like, okay, to catch it, roll this. And, like, have, like, literally run it like a D&D campaign without having, like, a gajillion people. Just have people, like, just roll for each character, see what happens.
Definitely. Yeah, we were thinking about doing that, yeah.
Can I help?
I'm pretty down, yeah.
I have lucky dice. Please let me.
Absolutely.
I would love to. I'll roll for one of the characters. I'll literally have a character sheet.
Okay.
I'll do what you need me to do. I'll make a character sheet, whatever, with the character. I mean, we'll make one together, but I'll roll for the characters' decisions and things.
Absolutely.
I can do that. I'll gladly.
That'd be fun. Yeah, as soon as we get to that part, yeah.
Please.
We're not naming
like
one Dixie Normus, Bill. No.
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 Can you say one of the characters' first names?
Huh?
Can you say one of the characters' first names?
We haven't even gotten to names yet. It's all help. So we've got a
you got a plot.
Yeah, we've got characters picked out and stuff, and like we've got the entire basically first season lined up.
Sick. What are the classes? Can you answer that? Can you answer what the classes of each character are?
So it's not they've not really got classes per se.
But like something like the adjacent, like do you got I'm guessing you probably got spellcasters, you got like
not really spellcasters because
martial
they're
classes.
Because they're all and there's guns and stuff in this and like all sorts of craziness and so none of them are spellcasters. I'll tell you one, like this is a huge one. The ship is one of the main characters because the ship was a human that was
cursed?
Turned into a ship, not cursed, but like transplanted into a ship and made an immortal ship that just cruises around, and it was him and his buddy that were, so it was him and the captain, which is his friend. The captain gets lost. The captain literally falls into a black hole. Captain is gone. The ship's only want is to find the captain. But the ship is very... What's the word for it? It's very smart, but at the same time, not gullible, but trusting and God, I want to tell you everything, but
you're gonna tell me everything later. It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
but anyway, he's a boat.
What?
Cool.
No, spaceship.
Spaceship? You
Spaceship.
said boat.
No, I said ship.
You said ship. Not
they
boat.
They said
I guess
boat.
I just assumed
Bill Swift
boat.
said boat.
Oh yeah. Bill Swift. Why would you say boat? No, it's a spaceship. Dude,
spaceship.
It's space.
Space. That's why, yeah, you were talking about space, and I was like, speaking of space. Yeah. So that's going to be a show. It's going to be crazy. It's going to take a lot of production, but it's going to be awesome. It's such a fun story.
However I can. Just show me what you need me to do when I'm at your disposal.
Definitely.
If I'm capable.
Definitely. Well, yeah. What? it's ridiculous.
I am not a very capable person.
Xbolotl posted the space core.
Listen, I am not a very capable person.
Yes,
Don,
you are.
I feel
Don't
like
lie.
you overestimate my abilities.
Stop lying, Haley. Stop lying.
I'm not. Oh, I forgot to show you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the the thing I was like talking about earlier that I was like, I'll show you on the podcast, because I was like, I'm not gonna show you now because I kind of want to save it for the podcast. I am making, so I've said I collect like D&D stuff, right?
I might have said
and
too
I have
much.
like the cards, like I have the spellbook cards.
Yeah.
Hold up. So I've got like spellbook
Yeah.
cards. I don't have a binder for them yet, but I've got them in like, you know, card sleeves, things
Yeah.
like that. And they're all alphabetized and everything.
Oh my god, nice. It's the best way to
like,
find them.
By level, by class, like there's a system. Anyway, so right?
Yeah.
Basically, there's these epic cards that are basically big squares. So you've got like these ones, just the normal card size.
Yeah.
You've got the ones that are like the size of 2, and then you've got like big square ones, right? That are I'll just show you. So I'm making a because there's no card sleeves that big.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta do something with these. I put the cards in sheet protectors, and I'm making a little DIY like lexicon type situation for epic monsters.
Nice.
So
yeah,
I write like I'm from the 1800s. The first sheet, I'm gonna go in and re-edit this. I'm just trying to get the layout of all of the pages down, and if there's like things like that need to be whatever, like redone, I'll redo it. It's fine. But I found a template on Google, because of course, of like parchment paper looking thing. Cause like comparison. Here's just normal white paper.
Yeah.
Very different coloration. This looks heavily teabagged, all of that. It's got like little like markings and like kind of stains on it and stuff like that. So it's like basically old parchment. So what I did was I cut them into this shape around where the card goes.
Yeah.
So that it's double-sided and doesn't cover the card itself. So that, right, you've got this. This is one card. This is the aboleth. This is the first page.
Nice.
It's also alphabetical. And that's the back of it. But because the card also, like, on one side, you've got the character, like, the monster information.
And then the picture of it.
And then you've also got the picture of the monster itself.
Nice.
And so I've gotten about 10 pages done so far.
Yeah.
So we've got, okay. We've got those. We've got, like, we've got dragons. There's a black dragon.
Nice.
We've got this one here. We've got, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, literally making, like, a DIY thing. Because I write like I'm from the 1800s. So the one I'm on.
I write like
I'm still way in A. So
my writing is so garbage.
I created a font for the titles, by the way.
Nice.
It's beautiful, and I
like
write like
it.
I'm from the 1800s, like I said. So it's all very like diagonal writing. So it kind of looks cool. And so I'm like shaping it around, like literally arts and crafting it. Like I have the cutouts that I reuse as templates to shape around each page, right? Because then I'll just like pencil, cut, use the page and write on it. But and then I'm gonna keep these for something. I don't know what yet, but we'll
Fair
see.
enough.
Because I want to use this. I have a potential idea. Well, what I could do is if I mess up one of the words because I'm writing in like gel pen, cut out a slip, glue it over.
There you go.
Rewrite the word. I don't know. I might do that. So
Keep you
We'll
from
see.
using
from like having to rewrite everything, unless I really simply do not like how it panned out, like the entire page panned out. But if it's just one thing, then I'll just the first few pages were kind of like warm-ups. So the first page I'm gonna redo for sure. The second one is no, I'm gonna I think I might redo that too. Well, the second and third are pretty okay. No, the third is not. Never mind. The fourth is okay. The 5th is cool. That's fine. The 6th is fine. Like, the first few were rough, and then it gets better, and it becomes a lot more bearable.
You figured it out.
Yeah, basically. So yeah,
always takes a bit.
I've got like this much done.
Nice.
Out of like there are like 96 or 97 cards.
My God.
So I've got like I have to do.
You're a ninth of the way done.
Like a 10th of the way done. No, 9th. Closer to 9th of the way done. So much work, but worth it because it's gonna look really cool.
You got this,
so
Haley.
I'm doing that. It's a fun time, and it's like I'm taking like important. It's like my little own DIY lexicon monster manual just for epic monsters. I think it just looks cool. There's really no other purpose to it other than it looks it looks dope. So
it does look cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's a DIY scrapbook situation, but like nerd version.
Nerd version.
Literally, that's literally what it is. So, yeah, it's a fun one, and I really like it. And I mean, oh my God, did you hear they're making a D&D movie?
No. I thought
I don't know how to. It's Honor. What is it?
It's called Lord of the Rings.
Honor Among Thieves. No, Honor Among Thieves or something like that. No, there's like an actual like Chris Pine is gonna be in it.
So they stole my idea.
Like they announced it. Hold it.
Well, I'm making a D&D TV show, so it's a bit different.
So that's different. They haven't done that. What is it? I think it's Honor Among Thieves. It's a thing. Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez, Richie Jean Page. Did you watch Bridgerton?
No.
You didn't. Okay, but did you see the trailer for it?
No.
He's the guy. Okay, he's just a beautiful man. I'm gonna show you a picture, Don. I'm gonna send you a picture of this man. Okay. This dude. Okay, Don. This guy. This beautiful man. Don.
Hey, Bill, why don't you buy me something? You
Look
got
at that
$300
man.
fucking dollars.
He's gonna be in it. That is Richie Jean Page. He is beautiful, and I love him, and he's gonna be in the D&D movie.
He's very
and I cannot
handsome.
be more happy.
What I've never.
Wait, Don, did you see it? Do you see his face?
Yeah. He's very handsome. Very handsome.
That's it. That's it.
He's not my type, okay?
He's
What?
everyone's type, okay? He is literally fucking everyone's type.
He's not.
Let's be
He's
real.
not my. He's not my type.
No, that's true. Your type is more Timothy Chalamet. You know who that is, right?
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet. You know who that is, right? Dawn.
Yeah. Yes.
Dawn.
Yes. Of course, I know who that is. Dune. He's in.
Yes. Call Me by Your Name.
No, you know my type. My type is
Timothy Chalamet.
kind of, but more
Kind
Heath
of.
Ledger.
Harry Styles.
More Heath Ledger.
Recent Harry Styles. Heath Ledger. But like more recent Harry Styles. Hold up.
Yeah, like that one.
Wait, I can't see. You guys zoom it in. Yeah, like Harry Styles. Yeah, like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
like Harry Styles.
I've been. Hold on.
Okay, but hear me out.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then here's a weird one. Or maybe not. Okay, well, can we agree Orlando Bloom?
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Right? Okay. Thank God.
But, so,
Johnny Depp.
Yes and no.
Young Johnny Depp.
Yes.
What about young Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? RDJ all the way.
Yes.
Like, no.
Yes, RDJ.
Young,
like,
old,
honestly,
doesn't matter.
Those men age well, man. But also women. Though.
Indeed.
Ruby Rose.
Well, of course.
Okay, thank God. See, some people are like, who the hell is Ruby Rose? And I'm like, how do you...
The MMA fighter.
No.
I believe she used to fight MMA before she...
Did she?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I think so. I might be wrong. But that's why she's so good at fight scenes and stuff.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. UFC.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that just kind of just makes it better. That's the icing on the cake.
That's why she's so good at fight scenes, is because she actually fights. God, what's his name? God,
I love her. I promise I'm totally not looking at pictures of Ruby Rose right now.
Whatever you say.
Nope.
Whatever you say.
Could it be?
Lance.
Could it be me?
Lance Reddick. A young Lance Reddick.
Who?
Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick? Let me see a picture of this. Maybe.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Good. Okay.
Obviously.
Or, wait. What about Keanu Reeves and what's her name
we're
that
doing
plays
a show.
Trinity? Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Both of them?
And what's her name that another person from the Matrix, one of their teammates,
I don't know. Zendaya.
Yes, definitely.
Zendaya is just like a perfect human. Dude. Zendaya, you're definitely not listening to this podcast because I don't think anybody that has anything better to do would.
What? Oh, Zendaya.
But like, Zendaya, if you're listening to the podcast, will you marry me? Okay, no, that's gonna be on the internet forever. I take that back, but I still want to be friends with you.
Well, I can't find her.
I mean,
oh,
what?
Well.
You can't.
Not Zendaya.
Okay, this is not a smash or pass, Fennec. Okay. Oh! Dawn. Finnick from the Hunger Games. From Catching Fire. You know who I'm talking about, right? Come on.
Haven't seen Hunger Games in years.
Okay. Played by Sam Claflin. him. Search that up.
Yes.
I freaking love. Yeah, Sam Claflin is amazing.
Hold on.
What? He's a beautiful man.
Indeed.
He's like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But what about Cillian Murphy?
Wait, Cillian Murphy? Oh, this guy! Yes! Okay, but like younger Cillian Murphy.
Well, don't go
Like
off of
not
the
what
IMDb.
he looks like now.
What? Yeah,
not what he looks like now. Younger.
What he looks like now is fine. It's just they took a bad picture of him for his current IMDb.
Okay, but still, when he was younger, because now it looks like he got too much plastic surgery.
I don't think he.
I don't know. Well, then maybe his face is just that perfect. I'm sorry.
It really is.
I don't understand. How are
really
humans
is.
so beautiful? I love humans. Okay. I'm going to throw one out there. Elliot Page. Don't know who Elliot Page is. God damn it.
Oh yeah, no.
Elliot Page.
I just don't know actors' names. I'm sorry.
Okay. You know him though, right?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, no, what? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, yeah, Elliot Page, fine human. I love him. He's also a great actor. What's another one? Okay, Emma Watson.
Well, of course. I've had a crush on Emma Watson since I was a child.
Why did the last quarter of the podcast just turn into us just talking about?
Oh, it's all getting cut.
People that we find. What? Done.
We can't just sit here and talk about celebrities all day.
Why not? This is entertaining, right, people? Okay, in case you haven't noticed, me and Dawn are very gay.
Vote yes or no. Well, it depends on what.
Vote yes or no as to what we're gay, as to whether we're gay or not. Is
yes, that will determine. Our audience will
Guys,
determine.
Guys, are we gay? Yes or no? Are we gay? Yeah. Are we gay? Yes or no?
Haley, it's not gay to kiss your bros. Come on. God. Just give the bros a little kiss. Nothing gay about that.
Hey, Dawn, I love you. No hetero.
No. Fair.
Are we gay? Yes or no?
Love you too, bro. No hetero.
It's not gay to fuck the homies. Bros before hoes.
Exactly.
Good thing I'm a bro and not a hoe.
It's not gay to Is it yes or no only?
We're open to other options. What is your response? Are we gay?
I mean, it's not. I mean.
Okay, but you can't say like maybe. What do you mean the answer
sure,
is
I'd fuck a dude, but I'd also fuck a chick. Or anything in between. So I don't know.
Or just anyone. Or anything, not anyone in between anything.
Anyone
just
in between.
Anything, guys. You heard it here first. Dawn will fuck anything.
It's gotta be some way to fuck it, right?
I'm like getting tears in my eyes from how hard I'm laughing.
Excellent. Oh. Also, you guys are more bi than gay.
Yeah, we're pansexual. Of course, we're more bi than gay. But it's like, Is it just me or is pansexual between bi and gay in a way?
That's not what I said. That is not what I said. That is what Haley said. Haley said that I would. That is a.
No, Don said I will fuck anything in between. All they did was crop your words, but technically you said that. You just added things to. No.
That. I said. It's recorded, okay? I know what I said. I know what I said.
You said you will fuck anything in between, which, if they take out the in between, you technically, the quote is correct.
I said, and anything in between. I didn't. You have to cut out some words and edit and put one word here and swap this word. So, no. I did say there's got to be some way to fuck it, though.
Don, right? Is it just me, or are pansexuals somewhere in between bi and gay? Because we're gayer than bi, but we're not gay. I mean, we're gay as shit, but, like, we're not, like, I'm not a lesbian.
Now, you're thinking linear here. This is
we're
more
like
of a spectrum.
Somewhere, facts. But, like, we're, like, somewhere in the middle, kind of, right?
There's
or am
also
I wrong?
a misquote.
I'll fuck anything in between.
There's got to be some way to fuck it. On a scale of 4,
I love this.
Hey,
let's go through our pinned messages, Don. Actually, no. Let's. You know what? Idea. No. Get this. This is what we'll do, Don.
Huh.
At the end of the year, like, I don't know. Is New Year's Eve like on a watch? If New Year's Eve is at the end of a week. Hold up. Shush. Okay.
Shush me. I'm ending the podcast
Dude,
now.
The 31st. Wait. No. Get this. The 31st is literally on a Saturday. So on New Year's Eve, or no, actually we can record on New Year's Day, January 1st.
Yeah.
If you record on New Year's Day, our New Year's resolution will be to read all of our pinned tweets and possibly never say any of those things again.
Yeah.
You know, like we'll definitely.
I don't know.
That's what we'll do. These quotes, when people quote us from the podcast, we'll pin them, we'll save them for the end of the year, and then we'll go through them. God, it's gonna be it's fine.
It will be fun. Yeah, we started this podcast in January, and
yeah, so it'll be like a year.
Okay.
No, we started it in February.
Did we?
First episode was released February 21st.
Did we? Oh, okay.
Yeah, first episode was released February 21st, so we would have recorded on the 14th. So actually, we started in February. But
I gotta stop drinking multiple bottles of water during this.
Why do you?
Because water's good. Water's good for you.
Okay, let's end the podcast here then.
All right, you do the outro.
Oh yeah, because I won rollies because I went from a nat 1 to a nat 20 thing.
Of course, nat 1 to nat 20.
So I'm just better at D&D than you. No, I'm just luckier. Okay.
Yes, I got
because I know my lucky dice.
Yes, Bill, I've got to piss.
Dice. Dude, I know my dice.
Oh, opinions on Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is the best. He's awesome. Best Joker.
Wait,
other than
Heath
Ledger. They're tied.
What about Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin Phoenix, no, he's okay, but he doesn't compare to Mark Hamill or he's awesome. Doesn't compare. Completely different Jokers. Completely different.
Yes. Carrie Fisher. Yes. I love Carrie Fisher.
Yes, Carrie Fisher's awesome.
You're really asking me that question?
My God, we should do this. We should do this outro before I piss myself.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so guys, We're gonna end the episode here. If you want to follow me on my socials, most of my things are at Haley LaFontaine. We now have socials for the podcast. On our Instagram, it is number 15 the podcast with all words. Our Twitter is number and then the number 15, like number 15 podcast on Twitter. And then you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever. We release each of our episodes Mondays, hopefully, usually.
Sometimes
that's
Wednesday.
The podcast. Oh my god.
We won't talk about it.
So yeah. You can follow Don on his. You can find him on his website. You can find him on his Instagram, his Twitter. I believe your Twitter is Don Donut DP1, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then your Instagram is what? AVP Riggs?
Riggs AVP.
Yeah. Sorry. I always reverse it.
It's my company
Riggs
name.
AVP, all of that. Yeah. Same with his website, Riggs AVP, all that.
.com.
Yeah. If you want to listen to us record live each week, join the House of Vox Discord server, discord.gg/houseofvox. Is there anything else? I think we hit everything, right?
I think that's it, yeah. Thank you for watching.
So we will see you next week. Thanks for listening.
Love you.
We appreciate all of you. We have reached 200 listeners, which is ridiculous.
We're growing.
So we will see you all next week.
That's actually really wild.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
I know, right? Bye, everyone.